Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. And in this one, I'm going to be talking about the bow. They of course dropped the Charge Blade, the bow, and the Gun Lance today. All of them are looking spicy, but bow definitely has some crazy new tech. So, in this video, we're going to talk about it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you are bow users, how hyped are you for these new moves? And of course, don't forget to keep it locked for plenty more Sunbreak content. So, to begin with, Hunter, of course, rocking full Shogun Senator gear, looking pretty awesome. But they kick off the video firstly with a brand new Silkbind move called Butcher's Bind. This fires an arrow loaded with Iron Silk, and if the follow-up arrow lands in the same spot as the first, Iron Silk will wind around both arrows, inflicting severing damage. Fun fact, the first time I read this, I thought it said severe damage. I was like, whoa, it's a damage. Anyway, right, that's besides the point. This is basically your ability to cut tails. So, of course, in the past, bows technically speaking been able to cut tails with a few sort of very specific moves, but it hasn't really been the go-to option. Like if you want to cut tails, you're probably not normally gonna go and grab a bow. But we do of course have a viable option now. They even have a spicy clip in the video where they cut off Anjanath's tail, so this is definitely gonna be really, really cool. However, they then sort of take it up a notch, and of course they combine it with aerial aim, as they show later on in the video. So of course, if you then fire this into the location, deal a bunch of severing damage, use the switch skill function to kind of go into that same location. Basically, you have both options. You have the crazy damage potential of aerial aim, which of course was already a fantastic move in Rise, but you then have some great utility in the event that you need to cut some parts. So this is definitely going to be really interesting. Definitely sort of interested to sort of see what happens when maybe 4 bow users try and use Butcher's Bind on the same part. That might just be instant tail cuts. This could be the fastest way to cut tails in the game. Who knows? I want to see this, especially if you run with, say, Part Breaker on your armor. That could be fantastic. Anyway, that being said, there is also another fantastic new move called the Stake Thrust. So bows always had a sort of a basic melee attack. Let's be honest, it's not really something you use that frequently, but it has it. However, there is the option now to use Stake Thrust, which is an attack that thrusts an explosive stake into your target. The stake reacts to follow-up attacks, dealing extra damage to that target. The amount of extra damage dealt is determined by the type of arrow loosed. So in a similar sort of behavior to, say, Worm Stake Cannon, or of course Worm Stake Blast, you can then sort of impale the monster with this, and then of course fire in that location for some more damage, which is going to be really, really cool. Again, the age-old question of what happens when 4 hunters attempt to do this. If we put 4 stakes in the same location, are we looking at some potentially insane damage? What happens if you take this and you then perform, say, aerial aim on that same location with the nutty damage potential of aerial aim? Could we be looking at some insane explosions? So yeah, there's a lot of fun sort of things to test out here, but this definitely looks hella awesome. So there you have it. There's a little rundown on the bow. That is some of the new moves. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know if you noticed anything else that maybe you guys were worth talking about. And of course, if you've missed any of our recent videos, you can check out one of these ones on the channel. And be sure to keep it locked for plenty more Sunbreak.